We're in one of the poorest countries in the world, which is safer than America in every single possible metric you can measure. All of them. How do they do that? They do that with a very strict legal system. That's how they do things. When I was in jail, a boy walked in. I said, "Why are you in jail?" He goes, "I was looking in a car window." Might have broke in, might have not. Looked in the window, jail. 2 weeks, sitting in the cell. Will he look in windows anymore? Will he break into a car? Doubt it. They have a very strict legal system. So whatever they do with their very limited resources works to keep the place extremely safe, right? Another reason I lived here is because it's extremely religious, one of the most Christian countries in the world. Another reason I lived here is because family values are so strong. I've been on dates with 26-year-old women who had to be home at 10 o'clock because their dad said so. I've been on dates with 27-year-old women who said, "I can't go to that restaurant, people might see me, we're not married, I can't be seen with you there." All that exists here still. They don't have the matrix-minded propaganda yet, which is instilled inside of Western women, which make them believe that somehow acting in a degenerate fashion is going to lead to anything but unhappiness. And most women who have lived degenerately, if you speak to them on a long enough time frame, it may take them a while, but as they grow older, they always say, "I wish I didn't do that," in the end. Because all of us are born with a baseline morality, and we all know what's truly good and what's truly bad. So the Western woman is under a hard psyop. And this is another thing, if you're a man and you have a relationship and you're in the Western world, I would understand that there are two forces at play for her mind. There's your influence, and if you truly love her, you want the best for her, and to make her the best self, she has to be her best self for you because you're a team. And you have the matrix telling her to ignore everything you've ever said, and everything you say is misogynistic and evil and wrong because you have any kind of standards. So I know I'm going to get canceled and they're all going to say bad things about me. If I walked in and my girlfriend was watching Sex and the City, I'd say turn that off. Why? Because it's garbage. It's garbage that's bad for your mind. There's unlimited things you can watch. You're not watching that. Now, I've never had that problem, but that's what I would say. And if she refused, I'd say, "Well, you're not watching that in my house. I'm not mad at you, but I want you to go home. I don't want you watching this stuff. It's bad. It's poison." What should I watch instead? Watch about Stalingrad. How much do you know about Stalingrad? What's Stalingrad? Oh, what's Stalingrad? 200,000 men froze to death in the city in 1943, and you don't even know what happened for your freedom. Men were out there freezing to death with no food to eat, encircled. For your freedom, you don't even know about it. You don't even have enough respect to learn about it, and you're busy watching Samantha? Fuck Samantha, she ain't real. This is real. Men went and died for real. They were sitting in Stalingrad. You're the Germans, you attack Stalingrad. You have nearly all of the city, but maybe 2% of it. Zhukov counterattacks, encircles you, and they're blasting from speakers for months as you starve to death. You are here to die. You will never see Germany again. You are going to die here. Paulus, the commander, kept asking Hitler, "Can I make a breakout? Can I leave?" Hitler said, "No, fight to the last bullet. You're there to die. The Russians know it, you know it. You have no food, you're freezing to death. And you're sitting there for your ideological cause, and the women of today don't even bother to read the Wikipedia page. They're busy. Samantha's on. No, you don't have time for Sex and the City. You can learn a lot about sacrifice. We'll learn about female sacrifice and masculine sacrifice. But I'm telling you that's not going to be out of my house because you don't know enough about Stalingrad. When you know everything about Stalingrad and HMS Hood and the Bismarck, when you have World War II and World War I completely memorized and you know more than me, you can watch fucking Sex and the City. But until then, you have more important things to learn. That's my creed. That's my house. That's the kind of woman I want. And when I say this, there's women out there who go, "You're crazy over there." They're going to attack me on the internet. But I'll tell you what, I've never had a woman I'm with ever disagree with me. Ever. She's like, "Okay." And then we'll sit there and we'll watch a documentary on Stalingrad and she'll go, "You know, it's crazy what men go through. We don't even think about this." It's like, yeah, you're right. You don't think about the fact that right now, as we speak, 5 hours drive